Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video we're going to make food coloring with vegetables and the spices in the kitchen, and this is what we've used it on, so you'll get a fair idea about how the colors work and how the colors look. You look at that, how beautiful they look. So if you want to see how to make this food coloring at home, let's watch the video. So for food coloring, the ingredients that we need are here. So for red and pink, I'll be using half a cup of beetroot. So I've chopped it, I've peeled it and I've chopped it. And I'll need 2 tablespoons of sugar, less than 1/4 teaspoon of lemon juice, and half a cup of water. So I'll give you the measurements again as I'm making the color. So for the orange color, I'll need half a cup of carrot, 2 tablespoons of sugar. Here I'm using Kandasari sugar, less than 1/4 teaspoon of lemon juice, and half a cup of water. So for blue and purple, here I've taken 1 cup of purple cabbage, and I'll be taking 5 tablespoons of Kandasari sugar and little less than 1/4 teaspoon of lemon juice and half a cup of water here. So this is what we need for blue and purple. Now for green, here I've taken again half a cup of spinach. I'll need 2 tablespoons of Kandasari sugar, little less than 1/4 teaspoon of lemon juice, and half a cup of water. Now the last one is yellow. So here I have 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric or haldi. I'll need 3 tablespoons of Kandasari sugar, and I'll need little less than 1/4 teaspoon of lemon juice and half a cup of water. Now let's start making the color. First we'll make the red and pink food coloring. So I've taken our beetroot and I'm going to add in half a cup of water to it. And now we're going to grind this. Now we've ground our beetroot. Now this is how it looks. I'm going to strain it so that we'll get the pulp out of our beetroot. Don't throw the things what we get after straining, or the residue after straining our vegetables. You can add it to your bread, or you can add it to the roti dough that you're making, even a pancake dough. You can even, if you don't feel like eating it, you can just give it to your plants as well. Okay, now that is done. It's a little bit left. I'm making in small quantities here. You can go ahead and double the quantity as well. Okay, that's done. Now into a pan, I'm going to take our beetroot juice and I'm going to cook that. To the beetroot puree, I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of the Kandasari sugar, and we'll mix it and let it cook till we reach a 1 string consistency once we finish cooking it. So let's cook this one. You see the mixture is bubbling away. So what we do is, you see the froth on top. Let's gently remove the froth. Okay, and then collect it in a bowl, or you can just throw it as well. I let it just cook. We have to cook it till it comes to a 1 string consistency. It's not yet reached that stage yet. So let's cook this. Now let's see if this is done. Can we just, it's almost done, just a few more minutes. and it'll be done. Now you see it's done, guys. Just if you look at the way it drops also, it's really thick. This itself shows that our food coloring is done if you look at the way it drops. And also we've got a one string consistency. To this I'm going to add in very little lemon juice because the quantity is very less here. I'm going to add in almost like just 2 drops, if you look at it, not even 1/4. Very little lemon juice so that the sugar will not get crystallized, and we're going to just mix it in. Then we'll just wait for it to cool and then move it into another bowl. Now we'll make orange. So for orange, I'm going to add in our 1/2 cup of carrot, and to that I'm going to add in 1/2 cup of water into the blender, and we're going to grind this. Now it's ground. I'm going to strain it. It's going to be the same process that we did our beetroot with. I'm going to just strain this. Now into a pan, I'm going to pour in our carrot juice, and I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of khandasari sugar, and I'm going to mix this and let it cook. See, if you see, this one is done. I'm going to switch off the flame. If you see the way it's pouring, see the way it goes. Yeah, it's thickened out completely. Now we're going to add in little less than 1/4 teaspoon of lemon juice again, so the sugar doesn't crystallize, and we're going to mix it well. That's it. Now I'm going to take it out into a bowl. Now we're going to make yellow food coloring. For that, I've taken the pan here, and I'm going to add 1/2 cup of water. I'm going to add in 3 tablespoons of khandasari sugar and 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric. Okay, and we're going to mix this well, and the rest of the procedure is the same. We're going to mix this and let the syrup thicken. So one thing we need to remember is, for all of these food coloring, we need to get it just to a 1 string consistency. If we cook it more, then it will end up solidifying, and we can't spread it as an icing, or we can't use it as food coloring. It will become like a candy. So make sure that you get it to a 1 string consistency. So now here I'm just waiting for this water to boil and the syrup to thicken. Okay guys, this is done. So I'm going to add in again less than 1/4 teaspoon of lemon juice, and I'm going to mix it. I'm going to then move it to a bowl. So now we're going to make green food coloring, and for that, here I've taken boiling water. I'm just going to blanch the spinach and then put it into ice cold water. Then we're going to repeat the same process as the other food coloring. So this is just plain water that I've boiled. I'm going to just put the spinach into it. Just going to dip it in for 1 minute. That's it. Now I'm going to just take all of it and put it into some cold water. This is ice cold water. That's it. Now I'm going to, I just left it for a minute, and then I'm going to strain it. Now we're going to repeat the same process by grinding it. 1/2 cup of water. Just adding in 1/2 cup of water. I'm going to blend this. Now it's ground. I'm going to strain the green puree. Like I said, don't throw these vegetable residues that we got after straining them. You can use them in your parathas or breads or even pancakes. Just mix them with the flour and make a little bit of salt and chili and make pancakes, or just mix them while making your roti dough. So that's our spinach. To make the color, I'm going to pour the spinach puree into the hot kadai, and I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of kandasari sugar. Okay, and I'm going to let it boil. So when you're making the spinach one, you will feel that there is a curdled kind of a texture here. So don't worry about that. Just mix it and let it thicken. And once it's thickened, then you can just add the lemon juice. In this spinach one, add very little lemon juice, otherwise it will lose its color. So this is done almost, already done actually. I'm going to add in just like 2 drops or just as much of lemon juice. And then mix it in, and then I'm going to move it into a container. So while making the blue and the purple one, we'll need a little more ingredients compared to the rest of them. So here I've taken 1 cup of purple cabbage, and then I have 5 tablespoons of kandasari sugar. And because the purple cabbage has its own taste and it's a very weird taste, so I'm adding in 2 pods of cardamom or elaichi. And when we want to make blue, we'll need some baking soda, so around 3 pinches of baking soda. That's all is the difference for this one. So the rest of the procedure is the same. So here I'm going to take the mixer jar, and I'm going to add in our purple cabbage and water. Here I've added 1 cup of water. Okay, and we're going to grind this. So I finished grinding it, so I'm going to just strain this. You can actually add the elaichi or cardamom even when you're grinding it as well. So for the purple color, I'm going to just pour in our purple cabbage into our pan, and I'm going to add in the cardamom pods, and I'm going to add in the sugar. There's 5 tablespoons here, so I'm going to add in the sugar. We're going to mix this. Okay, let's wait for it to cook. Now this is done, and I'm going to add in again 1/4 teaspoon of lemon juice, and I'm going to just mix it in. I'm going to just take off the cardamoms from the mixture. I'm going to keep it aside. For the purple color, I'm going to just separate a little bit of this mixture here, this color here. That will be our purple color. Okay, I'm going to take the rest into another glass. For making blue, I've taken our purple mixture here, and I'm going to add in 3 pinches of baking soda into it. That's it, and I'm going to mix it. I can see that the color is changing here, and it's already becoming blue. Do you see the color? The color is changing. So till you see the blue shade come into it. Okay, that's it. Our blue color is ready as well. Do you see the blue here? Now that's it, our food coloring is ready. I usually make it in small batches and finish it then and there, and whatever is left over can be used for up to 3 months if you store it in the refrigerator in an airtight container. But personally I like to make it fresh, and if it is left over I use it on bread and other sweets and I finish it off. But if you want to make a big batch of it, do double the recipe and you can store it for up to 3 months in an airtight container in the refrigerator. So now the food coloring what we've made these pretty cookies. Now I will be posting a video on how to make these pretty cookies as well. So see how lovely the colors look that we've just made. So if you do like this video on how we made the food coloring, then do give me a thumbs up and do share it with your friends as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. Until next time, bye bye.